So I'm tall, so I can stand here because that is a hazard to me, that little. So I'm talking about project management, but all good project managers are really good PIs, and you all have a mustache to help you. It's about guns, Nerf, gals, that's me, and Gantt charts. You need to get the job done. The best PIs and project managers use their senses to manage projects. You have to follow your nose. You have to listen to your gut. It's not a simple read a book, get your PMP, and you're going to be a good project manager. You have to be able to manage the situation. If something smells, do something about it. Jessica, do you smell something? No, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. But go find it, root it out, get rid of it. Another one of your senses is touch. Stay in touch with your team. Are your team huggers? Are they touch-me-nots? Are they virtual? Are they close? How do they communicate? It's an overused word, but that's one of the most important things about detective work or project management is you need to make sure you know what those connections are. Use your sight. Look for clues. Keep a notebook. Take little notes that you can investigate along the way. It helps people when somebody else is watching their back. Either the detective is looking for clues or your team. And you need to listen. And that's really hard for me sometimes to have silence. Silence can be really good for a project or a detective plan. It lets you listen to the room and hear sounds that you may not hear if you're talking all the time. You have to keep your project moving. So use your notebook of clues and all of your senses to create a plan to help your team solve the case. It's very important to do that. And I can't remember my next slide, so wait a second. What motivates your team? We had a project that was 99 days long. So a smart aleck in my team started humming 99 bottles of beer on the wall. This is my picture. My project team did this. We passed one down, took one down, passed it around at the end of every milestone. That works. Some people need darts and charts, but you need some kind of reminder to let you know where you are in the project to keep track. Don't let technology fry your brain. But you need to make sure you have a balance. You need to have good sources, and you need to have a few snitches now and again. On your team, you need to have people you can trust, somebody who's got your back, who can help you. You can't do it alone. So I love that picture. The other thing you need to know is, how is your team doing? You got to pay attention. Do you want your detractors inside the tent peeing out so you can keep an eye on them, or do you want them outside the tent peeing in, but you don't have to look at them? But you have to be aware. You have to meet deadlines. That's the ugly word of project management, but you have to do it. So you can do it the easy way and find ways to have humor. And this is Thad Lurie, who got his CAE, shooting Nerf guns at me. Or you can meet deadlines the hard way. Sometimes, like your parents said, you just have to come out with your hands up and face the music. But one way or another, you have to get the job done. Sometimes you have to have a finish line. All the time you have to have a finish line. People need to work towards a goal. It doesn't have to be the big finish line, but it can just be little ones along the way. But they have to be balanced. There's no one size fits all. It's not the perfect date or the perfect amount of money. Some teams like to race to the finish line. They get a shiny thing that they're going to build, they get in the car, and they go. You have to be careful because they will run you over. Once they get on their track, they're going to go. Other people need to take the scenic route. They get their information, they get in the plane, they fly around, they take little side trips while the other people are racing along. Just make sure these people have a map to meet you at the end, or you'll never see them again. Some groups like to fight to the finish. This is my project at ASAE. We had to have a Nerf fight to calm people down. We were all starting to get really agitated with each other. We couldn't figure out how to talk to each other, and so we just had to gut it out. A week before go live, we had a Nerf fight. Some people take it slow and steady. They're like, you guys race, you guys take a trip, you guys fight. We're just going to work towards the goal, and we're going to get there at the end, and we'll be rested and waiting for you when you get there. But at the end of the day, you laugh, you cry, you fuss, you fight at each other. But what you really want is a good product, happy customers, and a happy team. And it makes it all worth it. So I have one more. Wait. Oh, tips for the pros. You have to look sharp. So I gave all of you a mustache to remember that sometimes you have to go incognito, change who you are, mix it up. You have to have a good Rolodex of contacts. You can't use them all at the same time, but you need to know who is on your team. And you need to have the right tools. And at the end of the day, you need to look sharp and have a beer with your friends. Thank you.